I am absolutely fed up with Brexiteer hardliners. And I'm just going to use a thread that's been posted by the Prime Minister as an example of this. So, about 50 minutes ago, Theresa May posted a very reasonable and very timely update on her Facebook page. And it simply says, "My thoughts are with the people of France tonight and with the emergency services who are fighting the terrible blaze at Notre Dame Cathedral." A completely diplomatic, reasonable, and timely statement, I thought, for the Prime Minister to make. When an iconic and historic building has been gutted in the capital of a neighbouring country. It seems like a totally reasonable thing for a world leader to say. But oh no, the Brexiteers have to make it about Brexit, as if 24-hour coverage every second of every day on the BBC isn't enough for them to hear about the B word. This is some of the comments I'm talking about, just in case anyone thinks I'm exaggerating. Um, see here. Oh, we're going to be paying for it. No evidence for that. Um, and even if we were, if being in the EU, I mean, I shouldn't even be humouring that, but being in the EU, if a historic building burned down in Britain, then other EU countries would contribute to that if it was part of some sort of EU fund. So it's just my thoughts tonight are with the people of UK who have had their democracy stolen away. Leave now before the EU make us pay for the restoration. It's a shame the media weren't so keen on reporting what else has been going on in Paris over the last 3 months with the yellow vests. Plenty of coverage of the yellow vests, so that's just bullshit. A lot of thought for others, but not the 17.4 million. This is the sort of selfish tunnel vision that hardline Brexiteers have. They cannot take their tiny minds away for just one moment to look at the issue at hand, which is simply a statement um, about the fire. Theresa May's made plenty of updates about Brexit. You can agree or disagree with her, you can hate her, whatever. But she has talked about it. She has one post as a diplomatic gesture, just saying her thoughts are with the people of Paris, as have other world leaders, Angela Merkel, Donald Trump. And these Brexiteers, their tiny minds cannot focus on anything else but the B word. But it isn't just that. I mean, I think that that's very inappropriate. And some of it, one comment even was like, better late than never. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Um, for them to hijack that sort of thread is pretty damn typical. Um, but there's other things I could say. That UKIP councillor, Padmina Nisanga, there are moves underway to have her calls for violence, which is what they were, investigated by the police. I contacted Swale Borough Council to complain about it because I think that when you're an elected representative and you're calling for violence, actively calling for violence, that's no joke. That has responsibility. I mean, she basically said that people like me are traitors who need to be attacked by gangs with machetes. That's the sort of mentality of hardline Brexiteers. Every damn thing is about Brexit, is about their tunnel vision on this. And they get really uptight when you point out their jingoism, but that is blatantly what they are. If they cannot show any sympathy or any human understanding for a tragedy in a neighbouring country, and it is a tragedy, people are saying it's just a fire. No, it's a tragedy because it's a loss of cultural identity. It's a major symbol of Paris culture. So, of course, it's a tragedy. I just find it sickening that Brexiteers hijack stuff like this. And it's not the first time they've done it. But I'm sick and tired of them thinking that they have a monopoly on anger. Day after day, I see this country getting into a worse situation, and I'm angry. I'm angry about their mentality, their arrogance, their incredible arrogance. I'm sick and tired of hearing the will of the people. How many people have signed up a petition for a no deal Brexit? About 600,000. Over 6 million now have signed the petition for a people's vote, and I'm still not entirely sure about that. But that that shows where the will of the people lies. I'm sick and tired of hardline Brexiteers claiming that they represent all people who voted leave. And reasonable leave people, moderate leave people, need to rein in on them and say, no, you don't represent me. I don't want a no deal Brexit. I want out of the EU. I want a customs union. I want whatever. But not everyone wants a no deal Brexit. And I'm sick and tired of the hardline Brexiteers insisting that that's the case. I'm sick of them. I'm done with them. I'm done with their jingoism. I'm done with their um, mentality that they're the only ones allowed to be angry. I'm done with their bullying. I'm done with their threats of violence. I mean, they've spoken about rioting if they don't get their way. They've threatened to put the road network to gridlock. I'm sick of these people. They're ruining this country, and I'm sick of them. So, rant over, but that's how I feel about it. If you voted leave, I have no problem with you. If you're a hardline Brexiteer of the ilk that I'm talking about, stay the hell off my channel. Go somewhere else. Go and burn an EU flag or whatever it is that you do with your spare time, because it's bloody pathetic. And I'm just, I just find it depressing that these people have such a small mind that they just can't see the bigger picture on some things. This event in Paris tonight has got nothing to do with Brexit. It's just disgusting that people are turning it into that. I mean, if something happened here, I'll close with this. If some big tragedy happened in the UK, President Macron would send out his thoughts and condolences, and whether you think it's sincere or not, that is diplomacy. That's what world leaders do. So it's absolutely appropriate that May done that.